Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing today, Glenn?
I'm doing okay.
Just okay.
Yes.
You know what? Sometimes that's the best. That's the best thing you can hope for is just okay.
You know what? Fuck it. We're playing Blast Course.
Oh,
No, we're not.
I thought you were gonna say Buck Bumble.
Buck Bumble.
Right about now we thunder Buck. Okay.
Just they did just put that on the Nintendo 64.
Did they actually?
Not Buck Bumble, but Blast Course.
Oh, my hopes.
I'm sorry. I realized how that phrased.
TRG has always wanted me to play Blast Core on stream.
Well, I mean, I guess, you know, have the ability, assuming you have your Switch.
Yes. I mean, now, the catch-22 is I would have to figure out what the fuck you're supposed to do in Blast Core, which I still don't know. I'm a grown-ass man.
Blow up things, that's it.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know. As a kid, it confused me so much.
So I should say I did play a little bit more after stream, mostly just
getting missile upgrades.
Yes.
That's
And I got to a point where I figured this looks like progression, so I'm gonna cut it right there, and so that's where I now am.
Makes sense. Which is to say,
it's treason, then.
Kind of, sort of worked with the music coming in here.
It kind of did, yeah.
Oops. Not what I meant. It's the map. So, yeah, I was up here, and yeah, got some. I don't know. Or there's a missile expansion there. I think I don't know how to get that, but it again involves Shine Spark. And I got the one I was trying to get.
Oh yeah, the crazy, weird Shine Spark one.
Not the like roundabout one, but the like one where you need like missiles and stuff. Turns out, the multi-missile is good for that one.
Makes sense.
Anyways, let us continue.
Yeah.
You know what?
Chicken butt. Ha! Sorry.
What's up?
I do like how for children that joke is like peak comedy.
Yeah.
Doing the parries
Yes.
often elicits you're grounded.
You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna get the.
You got it?
I got it.
You're grounded.
That does work quite well. Oh, are we?
Are we live?
We're live. I'm just wondering if we're
Are we
getting
muted?
back here. We should be muted. Okay, yeah, no, everything is fine.
Excuse me.
See if I'm able to communicate with my brother anymore, or if the Zuck has well and truly cut me off. I guess I could just text him, but
I'm sorry, I'm having a coughing fit.
to quote Sonic the Hedgehog, you only get bless yous after the first two slash coughs. After that, you have to get your shit together. No, I don't know the origin of that meme, but I do enjoy it. Don't expect a bless you after your third sneeze. Get your shit together. I don't know.
Cheese pizza.
No, you've got to play 3 for my cheese pizza. I'm not very good at that voice. It's funny because if I remember that video correctly, he explains how to do that voice.
To me, it almost sounds like Jack Black doing the N-word singing.
Yes, no, it's very, I believe it's the same, essentially the same thing. Where you like inhale while saying stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna lose chat for a second here. There's still a problem. Going there will eliminate the experiment. That's enough of that.
You're grounded.
Oh, fuck.
Don't worry about it.
I was looking away. I do have another sound effect that I think will be really good for when you parry an enemy. I'm gonna try it on the next one.
Well, it's fine.
It'd probably have to be really specifically timed, so it's probably not gonna work. But I ain't care. You got this, you got this. Oh. Man, that, like... That crop dust and whale enemy just got spin attacked thoroughly.
Oh yeah.
It's a good attack, and thorough. I wonder if there's a shitposting community for Metroid.
Probably.
I mean, I feel like there's a shitposting community for everything. I just wonder if Metroid has its own, or if it's like part of a broader Nintendo mushroom posting or something.
There you go.
You're doing all right there, Glenny boy.
Oh yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Ah, fuck.
Why don't you make like Stromboli? Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Nice 10 missiles.
And the missiles.
Okay. Well,
Christ, I forgot how busted Screw Attack is. Jesus, you just like mulch enemies. Metro Android. Metro Other Android. That one's about having a phone that's too old to get, like, the updates. So you can't get, like, the new versions of some of the applications. It's a shitty game. That's how you doing, Shred?
how the hell am I supposed to get that one?
Well... I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, when I played through this, I did not go for 100% even a little bit.
Fair enough.
The word Metroid was actually created by mashing Metro into Android? Wait, actually? It makes me feel like the original... Oh, that's super cool. That makes me feel like the original pitch for Metroid. It's like, oh. You play as a mighty android, and like, what do you do? And they're like, take the subway. Shigeru Miyamoto's like, what if it was Alien, though? And they're like, okay, fine.
So do you want to do it?
You're grounded.
You're grounded, apparently.
Sit down.
Got a big old colat on that one. An esports term I learned recently from a friend who works in esports. Where one shot kills two people. Like collateral damage. Anyways, please send help. I feel like that's my entire life. You want to hear a quirky fact? Sure. Anyways, also I'm in great pain. No. Though I will say a big part of my life recently has been opening Discord so that it covers the screen so Glenn can't see. No. Has been, Infinite Craft is gonna ruin my life. That's fair. See, I got a trick for that, Shred. You ruin your life through unrelated means, and then the Infinite Craft can't ruin your life. Haha. Checkmate. It's like when people threaten to mug you. They're like, "Hey, give me your credit cards." They're like, "Give me your money." I'm like, I don't have any money. They're like, "Give me your credit cards." I'm like, you want to assume my debt? You're doing me an actual favor by taking these. I kid, for the first time in a long time, money is not the thing that is driving me insane.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's not great, but it's been worse. Hey, Giselle, how's it going? You know what Infinite Craft reminds me of? Just like the visuals of it and stuff is Sim Earth. Anyone ever play Sim Earth? Like from the people who made Sim City and Sim Ant?
I have not.
It was like you had like a checkerboard essentially. Like a very large checkerboard. Like a grid. And you'd put like water. Or like protoplasma and it would like grow into shit. I remember enjoying it, but when I think about it now, I'm like, why? Especially when compared to the absolute peak fiction that is, or by peak fiction, I mean peak interactive gameplay that is Sim Ant. But yeah, hope you're doing well, Giselle. Hope you're doing well, Giselle. Jesus. 44 months. Or 46 months, I mean. The point is, it's longer than it should be. How you doing, Trank? Oh, 44 streak. I see. That's still an insane amount. Are you sure about 44 months? It seems like there are better uses for your money. No, I'm just joshing.
Joshing?
Flying fish coin with Yin Yoda. It's created Yin Yoda fish coin without flying or the Yang. Look. All that stuff about balance. That's shit for people who aren't flying. Okay? Weak people. No, I'm kidding. How's Genshin treating you, Trank? The other two. I blame Cat's gifting. Did I remember to up my sub? No, no, no. It's the Kaz gifting that is wrong. I kid. Yeah, but I get your good emotes for that. I guess you get my good emotes. My emotes are pretty strong.
Your emotes do include someone who be scowling.
That's true. Although, I think that's a follower emote, so you don't actually have to be subscribed to get that one.
I mean, regardless, you get it.
I'm the only person, to the best of my knowledge on the entire website, gave get turbo to ignore ads everywhere. Fair. Very fair, actually. You're sorry, yeah, I believe I'm the only person on the website. I could be wrong. And this, of course, could have changed in recent time, but I do believe I'm the only person with an emote inferring that Brett Favre is going to eat an ass. I think. I think about getting into drawing emotes. I know, obviously, I've drawn a couple. I drew the Scowl and Mad Glen one and stuff. But,
Thank you, Drake.
yes, thank you for the eater. Sold Smith. You really nailed it with that one. Hey, I'm the first person to class Metroid Prime Wars Metroidverse. It's true. Aneve finally speaking his mother tongue in our chat here. To get new emotes, I should reach out to Chrissy's back drawing again. Failing that, I'd draw you some emotes. I ain't cur. I've been learning how to use Krita. So I have a standalone drawing tablet. So for the last 5 years-ish, I've taken it to work and drawn stuff. Mostly for the game, but occasionally just shit posts or assorted things. And then the battery started bulging in it.
That doesn't sound healthy.
I mean, you could learn. And I could always give you some pointers and whatnot. But it does take quite a bit of time. Bulging battery's not a good thing. Just ask your PSP. Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna take the battery out, but that means I have to use it with a computer. Silver lining means now I can use it with, when it's... like on the negative side, I now have to use my computer and my tablet in... like, together. To use either of them. But the positive being I can use Windows applications, which means I can use Sprite, which we use for the game, or stuff like Krita or Photoshop, which I couldn't put on my tablet because it was old Android and that stuff wasn't supported anymore. So I've been learning Krita, and I accidentally set the sensitivity for one of the brushes really high, so everything looks like fancy calligraphy. And on the one hand, I'm like, I should fix this so that I can do like actual drawing. On the other hand, it's cool drawing
Fancy
stuff. Looks all like fancy calligraphy-ish looking. Now I'm all like, maybe this is just my style. I would bring up one of the things I drew, but I'm still deeply ashamed of the things I draw for myself. Someone's like, hey, can you draw this? I'm like, sure, and I'll draw it, and I won't feel self-conscious about it. See, Dave's Sakaguchi emote and stuff. But the minute it's like something from the game or something, I'm like, oh, I don't want people to fucking see this under any circumstances. People like, even in the game you're making and then distributing to other people, and I'm like, I would prefer if they didn't play it. No, I kid. I, for some reason, don't have that thought with, like 60 games you're playing to trade. Jesus. Think about how many copies of Sports Champions for the PS3 I'll be able to get for all those games. I joke, Kaz bought 13 copies or 11 copies of Sports Champions last time. Or like the first time they came to Calgary, and they've been in my basement ever since. HLO. Yeah. Razzle dazzle in the pocket. Oh. But it wasn't in the pocket. Nice. I was gonna say,
Oh no, what an accident! But it wasn't an accident.
Super Patrick been a metro. No, been a metro. Omix please play Super Patrick been met brawl is the best game. Yeah, that's very fair. I mean, if you're not collecting it for like speculative reasons or because you want to like, I don't know, love the game or whatever. The game of collecting, not the game of like Metal Gear Solid 1 or whatever. why hold on to it, right? It's basically just like a totem of your appreciation for the game. That's like, I have 2 different carts of Seiken Densetsu 3, like a Japanese cart and an English translated cart. I have 0 reason to ever play either of them. I don't have original hardware, nor do I, like, strongly plan on getting original hardware to play Seiken Densetsu 3. You have 3 IKEA bookshelves and not any space for new games. It's starting to time to part with them. Absolutely. And I mean, let's be real. You could lose double, like double the games you're planning on trading in, and you'd still have an astonishingly like complete collection of games. Like you might be the person I know with the most impressive library of physical media. I remember one time hanging out with you where literally all we did was pick games off the wall and be like, yo, this is sick. Yo, this is Valkyrie Profile 2. You can't beat this. Bring that one up because saying that you can't beat Valkyrie Profile 2 summons Captain Mop in the chat. And duplicates I had across multiple consoles. And there's down to 1 version per. That makes sense. That makes sense. I know there are examples of games where, like, it's not smart to do that, or, like, where there's compelling reasons not to do it. Optimus Prime plus Retrovirus equals Optimus Prime! I don't know why, like, Optimus Prime is already funny, but, like, the mental image of it somehow being a virus is funnier. Like, someone's, like, walking around and then they breathe in a bunch of little tiny semi-trucks that turn into robots in their brain and cause them to make them do crimes. Also, when they do the crimes, they somehow have, like... I think it's Peter Cullen is the voice of Optimus Prime, right?
Yes.
They have his voice. So they're like, till all is one. And they're like, what do you mean? And he's like, till all the money in the register is in my bag. You got the touch! I need to stop? No. No, you don't need to stop. You need to continue. I need more Optimus Prime and Metroid in my... Can I have all the money in the register? You know what, Dudney? You're goddamn right you can. You can have it all for a price. The price is crime. 14 cents? Wait.
So, where's Captain Mop? Oh.
I assume he's just waiting.
Mm.
Yeah. I assume he's gonna, like, rappel in from the window in real life and shoot me with a gun. No. I do want to play Valkyrie Profile 2 on stream. Finally get revenge on that game. But I want Mop's help with it. Which I bring up every time I see Mop, and every time I summon Mop by talking about Valkyrie Profile 2. Why do you want to hurt yourself? It's such a cool game! That's the thing that's frustrating about it. Like, if it was, like, mid... If it was, like some shitty game that was also impossible, fine. I could just be like, nah. But, like... a tactical RPG that combines the combo system of a fighting game and has that cool, like, art style of, like, Tri-Ace games. And... really, it's just a cool game. I don't know. And it's fun. It's just also impossible. Mop bought it for me for Christmas one year. I do remember that discussion. And this is like a point of anxiety for me now, is that, like, every time I talk about it, I'm convinced people are gonna play it and be like, this is not hard. Why are you so bad at this? Because I've tried like multiple times different builds. I've like Mop has given me some advice that I haven't had a chance to execute on, but this little Stingray lad was giving you the absolute business.
And I give it right back.
It's true.
Wait. You know what? You get the screw back.
You know what? Fuck you, screws your attack. Yeah? Yeah, the problem I have right now with going and playing Valkyrie Profile 2 again is that I got too much other games to play. For some reason, the early part of the year decided to become dense with games. Game releases. Ayo! Thank you muchly, Hecatonis. You beautiful, beautiful man. More like Metroid bed, am I right? Hello! Sorry. Reminds me of watching, there was a Demolition D video where he reviewed Aldnoah Zero. And it, like, ends with this lengthy and quite poignant discussion of, like, arterial, like intent and, like, collaborative art. Or, like, art in a collaborative medium and stuff like that. And after all of that, he's just like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, more like I'll know a 0 out of 10, am I right? And it just like smash cuts to the credits, and it's my favorite type of joke. Uh-oh. Oh, and me. I don't want to get killed by ME. 5 years. Jesus Christ. That's especially nuts because, like, Thursday was my affiliate anniversary, which means you subscribed to me when I'd been affiliate for, like... No, was that Thursday? That was the day I streamed Far Cry 2.
Wasn't that the day we last streamed Metroid?
Yeah, it was Monday, wasn't it? So which means it was less than a week after I got affiliate that Hekaton has subbed and has never missed a month.
Good.
Zeus plus lolcat equals ceiling cat. That's commitment. It sure is. Well, Hekatonus is nothing if not committed. Committed to a bet. She's a and this is why we fucking love you, bro. Well, that's one of the reasons. Ravenbeak's like, yeah, Samus is strong, but let's see how she contends with this fucking eye again. Gonna shoot the fucking cherry lifesavers at her. Because the text is so small, it took me a surprising amount of time to realize that that was the eye. Ha! There's Mop. I knew by bringing up Valkyrie Profile 2, Mop would arrive. Sure, it took a little bit longer. But it never misses. Explicit Donkey Kong versus Gepicom. Oh yeah, we were talking about Valkyrie Profile 2 came up in conversation. So we're talking about Trank's impressive game collection. And that made me think of, well, it's sort of like whenever someone does a Gran Turismo, it summons Indecisive Hobbyist.
Sit down.
Oh man, that's what we need, a Metroidvania where you play as Uncle Phil.
As or against Uncle Phil?
As. Just going around taking people down and being like,
You're grounded.
you have to throw people out of the house. How the hell did I end up with a frostbite Gactivist cake? Frostbite Gactivist cake sounds like a fake album I would have made using that, like, make your own album game thing using Wikipedia. The grim dark future where pirates rain chaos throughout the universe. They have harnessed the most deadly weapons, the sonic ring. I do like how the villain in this game is just like, what if General Zod was a bird? Someone's like, would he be named General Cod? And I'm like, that's too good. Shut up. It feels fear. Everyone cheers. Fascist Neil Patrick Harris laughs to everyone. Omega. That's what they call it. My dick. I mean, fell for the bait. I saw a dude me typing that in chat, and my brain was like,
No, don't do it!
but then my brain was also like, Asuburasta! I do wish when you got the Omega Blaster, you got like a, like the weapon pickups from Metal Slug sound effect of just like, Omega Blaster! Or Omega Blaster is probably more Metal Slug. It's only the weird nasally voice when it's enemy chaser. I don't know what it is about every other weapon. They're like, laser, heavy machine gun, rocket launcher, shotgun, flamethrower. And it's like, what about that one? And they're like, gonna be Aaron Lizard. I'm like, what? Why are these ones in a weird, different voice?
Hello, welcome to the place where you will buy kids' pizza.
Is that relevant to the Emmys and not Adam? Shut up. The safe word is banana. After that one episode of Portlandia, the safe word will always be cacao.
Please Let's.
You're grounded.
How do I move that thingy?
Vegeta plus Viking equals vegetarian. I mean... Man, I don't think that's right, but I don't know enough about Vegeta Vikings to dispute it. Try combining smoke and stars to see if burning the trash will cause the smoke to go into the air and turn into stars. I don't think that's true, but I don't know enough about stars to dispute it. It's not true. The safe word is... the baby. Nice. Okay, just ram him again.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Emmy's just walking around like,
Hey, wait a minute. I want to talk to you. Hey, wait a minute. I want to talk to you.
uh-oh.
Oh, hey, look at the front page showing fucking intelligence. It says it right here on the paper. Wow, it's cool.
It's one of my favorite audio things I've got on there. And I can't even tell people what it's from without, like, one of those disclaimers before you try and watch, like, World War II era cartoons on a streaming service, and they're like, it was a different time, okay? It's from porn, isn't it? No, I can describe what it's from. It's a guy who redubbed a bunch of scenes from the first Ninja Turtles movie. Named a word I can't say, especially not on stream. Not that I would say it anyways. Plus turtles. It's got some pretty great lines, including some stupid ones that live rent-free in my brain, like, you bragging on that dick? Boy, you bragging on that little dick? You bragging on that Halloween Snickers dick? Say anything at least once, right? Oh, this is true, but I like having a stream. But yeah, that's Donatello from that from that series. Nice. Oh, less nice.
But, oh, jeez.
Woo! Uh-oh. Sounds good, Trank. Catch you around. Best of luck with your VGT trip. When does Unicorn Overlord come out? 4 days ago. I'm an idiot. God damn it. Another f***ing game I have to buy. Can we stop making games for a little while? Let me catch up. That seems to be the raid. That seems to be the
chat I have here.
Oh, sorry. It was a different. That seems to be people's kind of takeaway from it. Got my mom to try biltong while she was here. Yeah, biltong, biltong, biltong. I need to make a trip to SA Meats, get me some more biltong. Did she like it though? I gotta ask. But yeah, what I've seen of Helldivers 2 seems very EDF in the best way possible. Helldivers stream. I don't own it, unfortunately. And I am up to my ears in games I have to play. And I want to finish some of the ones I started streaming. Which means everyone's favorite, more Far Cry 2. No. I'm not joking about playing more Far Cry 2. I enjoy Far Cry 2 because I know where it's all leading. It's gonna be worth it for like the one person who watches that. It's such insult to injury when you see that animation and it's like the face you almost blew off.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck you, game. Fuck you. Starship Troopers meets EDF meets Magica. That seems about right. If you are looking for someone to play it with, Hecatonis, ask Ace Aegis. I know he's really big. Like the flavor, but she wasn't a big fan of the rawness. It's unfortunate. I'll say this because I know there's no way for it to be construed out of context, but I love the rawness.
Yeah?
Honestly, the rawness is... If you're... In this instance, you know, when you've got the meat in your mouth, you want the rawness. That's a big part of it.
Mm.
Right on, right on. Uh-oh. I like how that door was just like, nah, it's cool if you die. I don't care. I've peaked. I'm not topping Sharktopus plus versus Piranaconda. I've good news, Shrank. That's right. We're back to Shrank. Not even Shred or Trank. This is why you can't both be in chat at the same time.
Or why you should both be in chat at the same time.
Listen here, little shit. The good news is, Shred, that you do officially work for the Sci-Fi Channel now. Oh god, Fitness Turismo. I will have to wait until after the action sequence, but you will get your fitness. Yes, Shrank 79. Is Shrank 79 the best shitpost account, or is it, fuck, what was the other one? The fake bong. What is the Fitness Turismo? Oh, well, you're about to find out. Okay. Don't continue. We'll do a real quick Fitness Turismo. Oh god, I have to actually go to the... There we go. I do have to, like, truncate the song.
Everyone's talking, improving the state of mind, improving their bodies, getting results, and living better life. It's fitness made simple.
The Shrank Bong. The Shrank Bong sounds like a cursed type of, like, Filipino food. Oh, you've never tried Shrank Bong? It's a banana leaf, a chicken wrapped in a banana leaf, wrapped in a larger chicken. This does make me want to exercise. I also don't know why I made this. I thought about it after someone redeemed it last time. Someone redeemed it, and I was like, yeah, I can finally show this off. And then I was watching it, and I was like, what the fuck did I make this? Like, what was the impetus behind this? Like, I don't know what it was.
Perhaps a
You're just
ADD hyper-focus moment?
I think so, but then it just took me like weeks to actually like gather all the gifts and cram them all together. Get a poor rip of that song. You're just a girl and your life is a nightmare. Coke Zero, actually. Actually, I prefer Diet Coke. I'm a weirdo. But I have Coke Zero with me currently. Need to eat food? Goddamn right you do. We did just talk about biltong. I like can't have it in the house now anymore though, because I've had multiple instances of like, I'm not gonna eat the whole like 400 grams of biltong the day I buy it in the middle of the night while watching One Piece, and then you'll never guess what happens. It's that. Try Coke Zero, all the smell of pure China white, none of the calories. It's true.
No, don't do it!
Sorry. That was a little late. And I'm actually going to need to stop with Infinite Craft now because I need to make a specific gift for Fitness Turismo. Well, I appreciate that. What I've been trying to find, and is actually surprisingly hard to find, is, in MGS4, one of the, like, ads... Nice.
There you go, bitch.
One of the ads before you actually start the game is, like, a workout video for, like, a military-themed workout. And it's, like... permanently infested my brain because there's a part where the Sarge who's conducting the workout is like, remember to stay hydrated and load up on nanos, and then like throws a weird tube at the screen and like transitions into a CGI thing of whatever the like nano machines or whatever it is are. And the first time I saw that I was like, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's not, but it was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 in the morning at some point in 2008, so it was the funniest thing I'd seen in my life at that point, for some reason. But I feel like it's too much of a, like, meme within my immediate friend group to not have on Fitness Turismo, and it fits the theme of, like, workout/fitness-based gifs. I'll also never cover up the middle gif of Body Break, because that's there for all the all my fellow Canadians.
Yep.
It also be noted that we only have the Gran Turismo concept as a like channel point reward and such because of the efforts of Shredster. Specifically, there was a period of time where all of the point redemption did was play the unedited clip of the Mega 64 guys chanting Gran Turismo, which was like 4 minutes long and not funny to a single person on planet Earth except me. Maybe Glenn. The one time.
Mostly you.
Mostly me. 85% me. And then Shred made it into like a bop. Like made it into a techno song. It was rad. I think it's really cool that the game shows you the, like, transition logic for stuff. That's a good song, Jeremy. See, I want to contest that, but I don't know if I've heard another song by you, so it's tough. No, that's not true. There's that weird James Bond with Yoshi's Island drums thing, which was pretty great, too. I made fitness to East Mountain. No, because this year I made a conscious effort not to, because I always make that New Year's resolution and then I don't do it, obviously, because no one actually does New Year's resolution. So this year I was like, I'm not going to get fit. I'm going to work on my game. Which is actually a way more cursed New Year's resolution. Because I have to work on my game out of the sunk cost fallacy anyways, so. Fucking spin attack, man. It's ridiculous.
Have another battle here.
Just a happy little battle. I did one time set a, in 2020, I made the New Year's resolution of squatting my weight, which would either mean increasing my PB for squats to my weight at the time, which was about 300, or lose the weight until I got there. And I only didn't because COVID closed all the gyms. My New Year's resolution is to become a better procrastinator. I think I'll start tomorrow. Ironically, Mop, you've already won. That's like, there's a bit I stole from Baywatch. It's really good, where it's... Hey, Eddie, I bet you $20 you're not over your gambling addiction. You're on! You lose. Oh, that's where that, GIF is from. Shoot. That's how that monster, that alien creature learned that today is a Friday in California. Which is to say, shit. Ravenbeak just watching Samus and being like,
I come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog from me.
Samus has an identity crisis.mp4, yeah. Fuck off, Emmy. I do really like that sequence, though. Think just more than you think, yeah. I think she's powerful now. Wait until she gets the one in the stink powerful. Surprise! Welcome to suffering, yeah.
Try that again.
Remember, no attack is unavoidable. Such a shade tip, yeah. It's funny because like the game that's most associated with like get good and like skill check and filtered and stuff like that is probably like Dark Souls. And Dark Souls literally had like trailers before that game came out being like, yeah, you're gonna die a bunch, but that's okay because it means you'll get better. Ow. It is weird to think like Samus, clad in super high-tech armor, like that is now like developed a symbiotic relationship with an incredibly powerful ancient virus. And this guy's like, hold up, I think I got something that can beat her. I'm like, what? He's like, a pointed stick. Ew. Ewok power, yeah. Alternatively, self-defense against fruit reference. When are you going to teach us how to defend ourselves against someone with a pointed stick? Because he's shooting his like, weird black goo at Samus, and Samus is just like, I'm fast as fuck, boy. Which is to say,
you're grounded.
Indeed, sir.
Well done.
Thank you.
Now I've got your power.
Pursue.
Now I've got your power.
Sorry. It's a spinal keg where like level like moment. Okay, I lie. Nothing is a spinal keg level. Tears of the Kingdom. I stole a Moblin's weapon just before he could pick it up. Just kicked me. Oh, that's great. Is that called Mega Man? Kirby? Mega Man! I do really like the mental image of Kirby, but he sounds like this.
Now I've got your power.
Wait. The Bible? Isn't that that book that Devil is from? I don't know if you understand this or you're failing to grasp about this shadow, but I'm the devil. Like, I'm the actual devil from the actual Bible. Hi. Okay, I've plugged this many times on stream, but it bears repeating. Wooly Versus did a series of Kirby lore videos in the style of, like, Bati Vidya called Prepare to High, and they're shockingly good.
Siphon energy is undoubtedly Metroid.
Also,
the Metroid DNA inside you must have fully awakened, no doubt as a result of the many battles you have fought on this mission. This tremendous power is the last thing you require to confront Raven Beak. I have detected a fortress in the sky high above Nubia. You must be there. The time has come, Samus. Fulfill your destiny.
That's cancerous. What is it? Cancer mouse / a cancerous rodent, perhaps? Hi, Savvy! It's me! Oh no, not cancer mouse. Sorry. This guy's the fucking worst. Savvy, did you know the world is flat? Oh, shut up. Shut up. I realized after doing that very poor impression of both of those characters. Oh, the girth. The absolute heft of it. Scoots, please refresh rate. Dropping the whole clip in your Discord? Don't be. I will make it happen. I have to. I can only read that line out loud, Wyvern Master, in the Cancer Mouse voice. Civvy, did you know that? And now that I realize it, my Civvy voice is just Ray Romano, and my Cancer Mouse voice is just a slightly different version of the Kakashi voice. Did you know that bank accounts are a scam created by the shadow government, Civvy? I really like his stuff. Underrated YouTuber. And the foremost authority on video game shotguns in the world. Yeet!
That's another way up. So I think I can either go to Ravenbeak right now, or maybe look around for pickups for a little while and then do them.
I'm good either way. Do you feel like you need pickups?
Maybe a few more.
Then I leave the decision in your capable hands, Glenn.
How long you want to stream?
I don't have any post-stream plans. I'm probably just gonna watch more One Piece and eat a pack of lunch meat out the fridge. No. I'm gonna try not to do that. A lot of other Earth being flat. I mean, that's the running joke with Cancer Mouse in that show, is that he's like this, like, he's just like a live action footage of a mouse that has like a radium green filter over him, and he just like spouts conspiracy theories, but in this like really like folksy, like odd, like pitch shifted, like southern accent. It's really good. And it was put in Ultra Kill as a secret boss. Power bombs would be useful for dealing with that one, dealing with one of Ravenbeak's AoE attacks. That's a good point. How many power bombs can we carry right now?
5.
Oh yeah, those are rookie numbers in this business. Have to pump those numbers up.
Gotta pump those numbers up. Those
rookie numbers in this business. Man, when's the Metroid Dread movie? That's right. For some reason, this is the one they adapt with Matthew McConaughey as Ravenbeak. Now, Samus, toes over a flat circle, and he's driving a Lincoln for some reason. All right, Samus. An hotel reference. So 2 birds, 1 stone. There you go. Wyvern Master, I have it on good authority that the best way to make a has-been hotel reference is to drop 40 grand on one. I can't even really judge that guy. It's all those things being like, oh, this man paid $40,000 to commission like an animated music video with his like OC and stuff like that. I'm like, I've spent a lot of money making my video game that's just an engine for like my original characters. The meme was 50K? It might be. I mean, yeah, that's fair too. I mean, as has been pointed out infinity times on the internet, there are absurd levels of talent in the world of online smut. Like, when I was looking for the artist who's going to be doing the intro to Psy Heist, that was like a very that was like the recommendation a number of people I talked to said was like, oh, don't like reach out to adult animators. You're going to find a lot of really talented people who might be interested in branching out into like like safe for work type stuff. Oh, there you go. And the artist I found was fucking awesome, so. Not gonna say who it is on stream because it's not like a finalized thing. Looking at smut boardroom conversations at that's like the idea that my company is called Omax Incorporated. That's a better name than my actual company has. I'm the genius who named his company after a fucking inside joke. It's not even an inside joke. It's just like sort of the name of the place I used to work.
What's your company called?
Seminar Media, named after the Seminar Center, which is where I worked at the university.
Oh, right, yeah.
But we often had kind of like creative meetings and did game design stuff when I was working there.
Yeah.
I drew a comic book there, stuff like that. So my thought was, I mean, also kind of trying to have like a seminar type attitude towards game development, like a communal, like a cooperative thing. Seminar Express. It's shockingly close. A division of Omax Incorporated. I think it's because Omax Incorporated makes me think of Fireflies Incorporated, the like fake company that the technomancers in Babylon 5 make Londo buy millions of shares in partnership with Gran Turismo. People are gonna be like, wait, the game? And I'll be like, read it again. And they're like, oh, Gran Turismo. Isn't the game Gran Turismo? And I'm like, you're right. This is something different. This is something I made on my Twitch stream. Freaking spin attack. You go sort of near an enemy and it just gets absolutely pulped.
Yeah.
Just jibbed. Gran Turismo. So the concept of a Gran Turismo is really cool. If I'm not mistaken, it comes from touring racing, which is still a thing. But like the Paris to Dakar, I guess that's more of a rally race, never mind. But touring racing would be like you'd race from like Zurich to, I don't know, Antwerp or something. And so like it was about like very long distance driving, so it was more like a marathon than a sprint. This is Project Spinal Keg. I gotta take a page out of some very talented a game I'm genuinely excited by designers I have a lot of respect for, but who work for a company whose marketing is like, we've renamed Project Spinal Tap. Now the game is going to be called XWTR, but it starts with an underscore, so it shows up first in all of the search results. I'm like, are people going to get what this is a reference to? Maybe not. Elon naming conventions. In this case, it's Riot Games and XT... 2XKO. Which I will say, from the latest trailers, looks very good. Standing proud on the tradition of everything to do with League of Legends that isn't the game being great. Speaking of, that includes other games. I really liked The Sunken King. That was, it's not the name of it. That was a Dark Souls. This is a good, Ruined King. What else is a great game? Helldivers 2. Never heard of it. I probably can't play it. I didn't play the first one, so I wouldn't know where the plot is. I don't know the plot of Helldivers yet, so I can't play the new one. I have to finish Exoprimal. It's not true, I did finish Exoprimal. Exoprimal was cool as shit. You know what I gotta finish is Bardish. I gotta finish, on stream, I've gotta finish Quan Chi's Elden Ring randomizer, which I have been doing off-stream grinding for. I even killed the devious doo-doo devourer. Nice. Razzle dazzle in the pocket. Oh yeah, so Quan Chi, Elden Ring. Gotta finish Far Cry 2. I gotta finish Bardish. I gotta finish Onimusha 4. What am I forgetting? Am I forgetting? That's right. Put that right in Glenn's face. No, I think that's all the currently running games I haven't finished. Valkyrie Profile 2 is on my, When did you finish Final Fantasy X? Actually didn't do a yearly Final Fantasy X stream this time. I think it might have been multiple years. I think the last time we did our air quotes yearly Final Fantasy X was with Glenn. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, Valkyrie Profile 2 is on the short list. I don't want to spoil too much, but the short list currently includes, yeah, Valkyrie Profile 2, Kurohyo, Kurohyo's the next Juegos Mysterioso I'm gonna play. Even though it really isn't that Mysterioso of a Juego, I wanna play it on stream anyways.
I wanna know.
And it was an unreleased game. Tell me more about these strangers like me. Which is to say, son of man unto the sky. Son of man in time, you homie. I was driving home thinking about how excited I am to do that. I was contemplating, like, re-downloading, Patho 2 just to play through it again in preparation for that. There's some games that are just in the forever jail of I can't finish them on stream for various reasons. Any word on Pathologic 2? Yes, I think there was a... Sorry. I think recently Ice Pick Lodge put out a thing about,
There we go.
Nice. Oh, you can have two co-coms, right? Oh, I love that Googly Gareth video, by the way, Shred, and I will have to add that to the, I will find a way to add that. There can only be one! I don't know why there can only be one in Ray Romano's voice, but... He's gotta realize I have, like, 3 voices I can do. Ray Romano, Metal Gear Solid villain, and the weird, like, southern Jimmy Hart voice. I guess I can also do Liam Neeson and I've been working on Jesse Ventura. And the stolen, like, Beanyot that guy voice. Cancerous Kakashi. It sounds like a Dark Souls character. And the cancerous Kakashi, so easily forgotten. You just see, like, an irradiated little guy get up and be like, here I go! He runs right off the flatter. But speaking of co-coms, we do have plans for me and Ace Aegis to finally finish Eternal Darkness. I just have to actually schedule it with him because he's, like, organized and has a life. Lies, I once saw him asleep. I bet you did. Sorry.
What are you humming about?
Just ease.
Can you believe?
I need to pause for a second.
Okay.
It's very important and not the stupidest thing you'll see all day.
Can you believe it? You've already finished C.
C, yeah.
Do you think you can do MATLAB?
MATLAB, I don't know.
You just can't make it through modern engineering if you can't use MATLAB.
Right.
So you'll have to finish MATLAB or you will not make it through the course.
Okay.
My job is to give you a reasonable amount of help and to get you through. I want you to finish those units.
Okay, but
I teach it by self-paced instruction, which means you go at your own pace. Just do what I want you to do.
But I can't do it.
I guess if you
I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
Guess what?
It's not right.
I'd make the computer language fun.
Now, I can't read it.
If you'll
There's no words there. What does that mean? What is... I can... Oh, fuck it. I can't do it. What the fuck?
Aren't you glad we took time away from our lives? See, ease?
Yeah, I took the time to catch on, up on text from my brother, so, you know, I'm alright.
I've seen worse either. something incredibly funny to me about, like, Bill O'Reilly being like, what does that mean, ease? Just... That guy was giving you the business. He was getting all up on. That's a bit I forgot how frequently it shows up in like early Strong Bad emails, getting all up ons. The like. Nice. Well done. And cracking open a cold one, of course. Cracking open a cold one and getting all up ons were the early material of the Spee mails. Rocking launcher. Have a machine gun. Enemy chaser. Iron lizard.
And Metal Slug's awesome.
Remember when we played through the cool games for attractive people?
Yeah.
And for some reason forgot how actually funny they were.
Yeah, they are extremely funny. I think Kaz said that was more or less their introduction to a bunch of Homestar Runner media. In particular, Homsar. Which I forgot originated in a strong bad email from someone misspelling Homestar.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. But like the whole bit with like him learning the language of Homsar and he's like extremely eloquent.
Yeah.
Cracking open a boy with the cold one.
Was that Catholic priest?
I was thinking like the painting Saturn Devours His Sons.
Oh,
but there's
okay.
a bunch of other Saturns there and they're all just like hanging out in the cold. He's gotta be cold, he's butt-ass naked.
Well, yeah.
Kalima Shakti Day. Otherwise known as Ultra Kill Layer 9. Yeah, actually, well put. You know, someone sent me a text version of the copy past the notifications. Copy pasta that Johnny Matriano read. The like, dear computer. One. I should play that. That's a good one. Plus it's audio, so Glenn can keep playing Metroid while I do it. There we go.
Dear computer! Thank you for all the notifications! But from now on, we will notify you! Oh, sorry! Let me speak your language! Shut the hell up! Welcome to my nameplate.
I can love Johnny Matriano. Later. No, not you, non-bread. Oh, this is kind of neat. I'm judging a game. I'm gonna be a judge on it for a games jam. Kind of cool. I don't know why me specifically. I'm probably just gonna be a little bitch about everything though, because I feel like when I'm looking at other indie games, I'm just I'm like the reverse version of the modern art. like the classic modern art argument, which is two people looking at an abstract painting. One of them says, I could have painted this, and a smarter person says, yeah, but you didn't. I feel like that's me playing other people's indie games is like reversed. I'm just like, I didn't make this, and people are like, but you probably could. And I'm like, angry. Angry. Ugh. Ferrenia. A lot of people don't know this, but it's called Ferrenia because it's Ferrenia your business. Oh no. It's everyone's favorite time of the stream. When my ADHD medication starts wearing off. Finally, the real stream begins.
This is where the fun begins.
This is where the fun begins. I love the meme version of that where it's that line and it's subtitled like, when you get to where the real fun begins. No, I do not take offense to it. I interpreted that as like the real Dark Souls starts here type of thing. Oh. Ah. I do think Glenn focuses super hard on this game, though.
Usually.
You're
wondering why I'm not saying much? Is that what's going on?
Ostensibly. Not really, but in this case, it's like, I know that there are other games we play where there's more active discussion.
Yeah.
The other hand, as much as I like this game, is you know, you get a decent ways into it, and there's not that much to discuss. I mean, you're basically just gesticulating around, being like, "These Metroids are making me dreadful." Dread is a really hard game. Legitimately, this game kicked my keister. And then you beat the game, and the credits come up, and they're like, now you can play on hard mode, and my immediate reaction is just...
Thank you so much for eating my ass.
Thought you were gonna get away without that sound effect, didn't you? Sorry. Hey! Oh, fuck. Why is that on that screen?
God damn it, Chris.
Hey, fuck you. Also, I interpreted Shred rescinding it in the most traditional Sunday stream way, which is to say...
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
Ain't that a throwback?
Yep.
Which is to say...
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out. Never mind, Charlie.
I want you to go full tilt boogie down that line.
Oh man, that guy's got... Oh, Mega Man 1! That was the other game I was playing. Shit. Big takeaway from that Mega Man stream I did the day where I got the oral surgery. But I'm bad at Mega Man. Mega Man 1 at the very least. Also, that Mega Man, those enemies are called Hammer Joes. They'll swing their mighty hammer and shut up, I don't need you. I just like how the Joes in Mega Man are just Zaku's from Gundam. Who amongst us is good at Mega Man 1? Certainly not I. I assume Dave is. Unless I was going Keith. Not gonna lie, most of me playing Mega Man 1 was just me getting into a level and then being like,
Get me out of here! Give me a... Help me! Oh, fuck! Oh, I need to do anything! Get me out! Get me out of here!
it's weirdly fitting hearing that stupid sound effect while, like, Metroid is being played. Just having Samus running around being like, oh, fuck! Get me out of here! Help me! Yeah, that's very fair. I feel that. Okay, let's try that one more time, but this time good. Sorry. You know, I never did find that clip of David Lynch saying that. Which sucks because it's such a good clip. I mean, it's just a funny thing to say. It's also the thing I say after I finish learning a speed run, playing it the first time. I'm always like, okay, let's try that again, but this time good. Hey. Let's get the big brain on Glenn. Which is to say...
I've got a bone to pick with you.
The bonus weapon that's required to get through Wily's castle is also extremely jank. If you mess up during your time to try and make it work, run out of energy, you're fucked and you can't beat the game. As far as I got, That's the magnet beam, right? Like the one that makes platforms. Yeah. Thankfully, people told me when and where to get that when I was playing it. It's real weird. Magnet beam? Why don't you magnet beat it before I magnet beat you up, punk? Yeah. It's one of my the Shred your gag reminded me of one of my favorite running jokes, which is like internet jokes, which is the like, why don't you blank yourself some bitches? Like it's Gwyn from Dark Souls and he's like, why don't you link yourself to some bitches? And he's got like, the meme is deep fried and he's got like giant Timbs on. That's fair. It's a pretty jank weapon. Oh fuck, and Eve's out here flipping Spriven? I hope I don't have to tell Spriven.
Oh? What do you think? Time to go for a Raven Beak?
I'm thinking.
Are you thinking?
Yeah.
Or are you drinking?
That's just
Oh,
drinking, thinking, liquor, logic. The fuck are you saying?
It's only 12, but I don't care.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I was doing a different drinking song. That's a country song.
True, yeah.
George Canyon.
George Canyon. You know that he is
Canadian?
Yeah, he's also one of the largest canyons. He's not as big as the Grand Canyon, but he's the second biggest. Don't look that up. Kaz asking how you doing. How you doing?
I have been. That is all you need to know.
So Glenn's been having one of the weeks of all time.
Sure.
I would not be exaggerating if I said Glenn is even.
Shit.
You flip some bitches, exactly. There was another one where it was like a CSGO character, but then made his head huge and given him giant Tims, and he was like, why don't you CSGO get yourself some bitches? So stupid. I love it. Unconditionally. Still with it, wish they had like the Norfair theme, but like smooth jazz for all of the elevators.
Jazz.
You'll listen to Jazz 95.
Just reminds me of a shirt my twin brother has.
Yeah?
That says on it, sex, drugs, and smooth jazz.
I like it. I love it.
Get some bitches is just a more vulgar. Change grass. Change my. Touch grass. Change my mind. I mean, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to because, like Charles Barkley, you're out here choosing to speak facts.
I don't remember what the context for that was, but there was an image of Charles Barkley with the like actual news headline of with over 5,000 languages in the world, Charles Barkley has decided to speak only in fact, or chose to speak facts or something. It's quite good. Sometimes when you slavishly recite a joke from someone else's article, it doesn't sound funny, but it is funny. I mean, fuck you, it's funny.
What's in that?
Charles Barkley.
That's it.
I'm gonna get arrested.
We're doing this.
Ow.
Ow. Don't slap me, I bleed. Alternatively.
Suspicious.
Shred's comment there on the subject of like blank is just another way of saying blank.
Yep.
One thing that reminds me of is was a clip of Danny Pudi on
Larry King.
Yeah. And he was talking about what's the kind of luxury you have? I don't know, socks, coffee.
That's not a luxury. Well, what is a luxury, Larry? Private jet.
Larry, I'm on DuckTales.
Larry, I'm on DuckTales. It's like one of my favorite reactions to anything ever.
That to me is almost kind of similar to a. Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Yeah, very much so.
A luxury you can't live without.
A luxury I can't live without. Coffee. I really like good
It's
coffee.
not a luxury, you can get it anywhere.
I guess, yeah, I like good coffee.
I love coffee too.
I like nice socks.
Socks. Your socks, would you put in your shoes?
Yeah, I really love them. I like kind of like, cozy feet.
You're attracted to your socks.
I'm attracted to really nice running socks. Like, I'm always looking for good running socks.
That's not a luxury. Coffee and socks are not a luxury.
All right, give me a luxury. What luxury should I have?
Private plane.
Larry, I'm on DuckTales.
It's one of those things that's funnier seeing it again because just like the reaction is so good.
Thinking about it, it's also a little like out of touch of Larry King.
Yeah.
Just like a luxury you can't live without. Fucking private plane, really? That's where his brain goes to.
I was gonna say went to. He's no longer with us, Glenn.
What?
Larry King? I thought he died like 2 years ago. Yeah, he died 2021.
Oh,
January 23rd, like 2 years and 1 month ago.
Now who's the fucking one who's out of touch?
Yeah. He's in that big private plane in the sky now. You're out of touch. I'm out of time. And I go I'm born I'm out of electricity, I guess I could, but I'm bored out of my fucking mind. Yeah. Mr. Costas, at your work, do you have the benefit of being able to wear comfortable open-toed shoes? I suppose I could, but it's not advised when you're covering a football game in Green Bay in December to wear sandals. Oh, Bob. Everyone knows Green Bay is not in December. Jesus. Some places would say that that's not a luxury. Some places would say that is, in fact, like, a human right. Have access to medicine.
And those places are not the United States.
Tragically not. Insert Matthew McConaughey being like, sure would be cooler if you did. Yeah. I guess my note for Ravenclaws, like infected troopers, would be, don't build your shield out of missiles. Just in the interest of not arming your enemies.
think that last hit took like 2 full bars of health.
Yeah.
Quad bullshit.
Took a big ol' beef and potatoes chonky chunk out of your health. Got this, Glenn. Look inside. Find your height. That's one of those things that just stuck in my craw. Seth Killian said that once, like a decade ago, and it's still like rent-free in my brain. Wait, not Seth Killian. Actually, I think it was Seth Killian. It's either Seth Killian or Alex Jabali. It was one of the two. Ew. Jesus. Layered tundra and Jesus. Ew. 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 You know what, Glenn?
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
Have you played Hollow Knight? Can you attest to Kazuto's comment?
Yes, it is a very Hollow Knight boss. So if you liked Dread, you'd probably very much like Hollow Knight. Basically, what if Metroid Dread, but you played as a little bug boy? Little bug fella.
Little bug fella.
Little bug fella. I mean, I once saw Glenn spend 2 hours on a boss fight and then be like, you know what, we're doing it again. Definitely on purpose.
Definitely on purpose.
Do you know they're making, or there may already be, a Donkey Kong 64 randomizer?
Oh god.
You weren't kidding about how much damage he does. That was another time he did like 2 full bars.
Yeah.
Refusing to pick up Hollow Knight again after what happened last time I tried to play it. Even after playing Dreadtroid twice. I think Metroid's a lot more forgiving in terms... Like, I think Metroid's a harder game in general, but I think Dreadtroid is a lot more, like, forgiving with, like progress loss on death. I mean, Hollow Knight's got a lot of really cool features, you know, it's got a really great, like, audio soundscape and design. It's got a really cool Vaporware sequel. Something, something Metroid Prime fans would know nothing about. What?
This is zinky stuff.
I didn't even see it. I thought he was shooting it down at the time for some reason.
It was like just about to spew.
Ah.
At me. And then death.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. I don't know how much I think, like, the Soulsborne, like, corpse run mechanic works for a, like, 2D Metroidvania in general. Maybe in a game like La Mulana, that'd be a cool mechanic. Yeah, that's fair. Oh yeah, dude does suck. That was kills that guy and it's just like
laugh out loud.
Yeah. There was a fairly early Souls-like that made that mistake. I don't remember what it was. It might have been Lords of the Fallen. No one can actually remember Lords of the Fallen because it's just so mid. Yeah. Let's do this.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna save.
Would you like to save? Yeah, I don't fucking know. Do you think I want to save game? No, I want to do that fight forever. You want to save? No, I prefer to make bad decisions.
Uploading data.
Just bits of bliss.
Here's your Metroid DNA has caused you to become a Metroid. Ordinarily, this would have happened immediately after the DNA transplant. Your Foha genes must have slowed down the process. They were the only tribe capable of controlling the Metroids. Though you possess their DNA, you are not a Foha. Your physical prowess suggests that you must also possess Makin DNA. Metroids are programmed to identify Makin as enemies. This suggests one thing to me. It is very probable that your metamorphosis occurred as a result of Raven Beak's attack. His presence awakened the Metroid's killer instinct.
Your metamorphosis.
Since then,
Turning into
your
a beetle in
metamorphosis has
1920s.
accelerated. It
Czech
can no
Republic.
longer be controlled. You are now a Metroid, Samus Aran. Your very existence poses a grave threat to the galaxy.
I promise I won't suck anybody, I swear.
However, there is no need
Say
to
that.
fear.
Yeah.
You can still contribute to galactic peace. You need only use your new powers to reckon.
But I still got some good hits in though, right?
Oh, I didn't even mean to play the second one.
Whatever, it's a short one.
Yeah, that's true.
You have followed my instructions faithfully so far. Continue to do so. It's that simple. I consider your performance here on ZDR highly satisfactory. As I hoped, it has even awakened your Metroid powers. I was right to let you live during our first encounter. That one glimpse you showed told me everything. submit, and offer up your power. My plan is the only way to bring order to the galaxy. Fulfill your destiny, Samus. This is an order. Disobedience will not be tolerated.
How about this, Adam? How about you lick my lady nuts?
Like voice acted dialogue, I think. No, Metroid Prime 3.
Yes, there's some voice actor. Not really much from Samus other than like grunts and groans and
The
such.
baby. And the cut, you know what? Fuck you, debeaks your Raven. I hate it when you're fighting, Raven, and then he grabs you and throws you up in the air and goes,
Too easy!
oh man. As those crazy Smash Ultimate mods go, I'm really excited to see, some custom Raven Beak characters.
That's it.
I was just saying, yeah.
Do the second part.
You know what distracts you away from parrying? When he just drops like a deluge of missiles in front of you. Also, I don't know if there's any evidence to this, but this fight to me feels like a Dracula fight from a Castlevania game. I think it's the cape and that he's like 15 feet tall, but still generally kind of shaped the same way Samus is. Nice. Throws dark energy balls. Yeah, that too. You fight him in a throne room, good point. Transforms into a more, like, monstrous form as the fight goes on. Well, I guess you could say that's sort of Samus, too. Oh, yeah. Zafiro!
Awakened Angel.
Yeah.
And then just tears the other one off.
Yeah. Just makes his own little son like he's Big Mom. Prometheus! Ah.
Really good first attempt.
Yeah. Usually it takes me several tries to get that far.
Yeah.
But I kind of forget if I need to destroy the thing or just avoid it and focus on Ravenbee.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, power bombs dispel the sun.
Oh, right. That's why I suggested getting more armor.
Dude was like, want to see me turn into a giant ape and then made a giant artificial moon? I mean, sun. In Soviet entourage, sun pisses on you. You're like that, Samus. I pissed on your son. In just 72 short hours, the piss droplets will reach Itorash or Ferenia. I like the very Gundam-esque idea that, like, he has a lightsaber, but it's actually just he's firing his arm cannon and swinging it at the same time. Yeah, this fight goes hard.
Yeah.
So dope.
Like, this, I think, is a really good final boss fight.
I think it's probably my favorite Metroid final boss, other than, like, Dark Samus, maybe? Obviously, the Mother Brain in Super Metroid is extremely iconic, too. You remember the boss in Donkey Kong Country 3 that's like a waterfall that has that same attack?
Which? Like this one?
Yeah. Where it like spits water droplets out in like a clockwise or counterclockwise circle. It fucking sucks. That's the takeaway. I played through that game recently in an archipelago, and God, does that boss fight fucking suck. This game in general is really good at making Samus look like an absolute badass, and this fight's the apex of that effort. Agreed.
Yep.
I think this is the game that most, like, accurately, like, I think this, and to a lesser extent Prime, are the games that most make you feel like the game is like a slasher movie where you're playing as the slasher, essentially, you know what I mean? Like, between the cool shit you do in cutscenes in this game and, like, the dialogue, like, the logs you read in Prime that are just like, she's in the fucking walls, man! I also really like this very Metroid-y boss music. Oh, shit. Again, good effort.
Yeah.
I also think it's kind of cool, like, this is one of the few games I can think of where, like, your top tier abilities slash weapons are all, like...
necessary?
All necessary, and they all feel, like, relatively evenly paced. It's not like Prime where power bombs are just, like, insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, like, the plasma beam is just, like... Or the other two with the Annihilator, where you're just like, oh. I don't think either of those games have a problem with, like, how those weapons are deployed. But it is cool in this game how you kind of get the feeling that, like, oh, you should use, like, clusters for some stuff, and you should use power bombs for other things, and the parry for other things. Or a screw attack. Well, that shit. Also, Shred points out that Dracula and Raven, both have antagonist relationships with a player character who shares their DNA. Good observation. Oh, nice parry. I do hope that when we eventually do get Prime 4, it does like cluster missiles as satisfyingly as this game does.
Yeah.
I do think Metroid Prime 2 also has really, really satisfying cluster missiles.
Yeah.
I think Prime 2 actually's arsenal in general is kind of underrated. Just kind of overshadowed by the extreme rule of cool, which is the Annihilator beam. And so both end up adopting the powers of their franchises, Prime and Dragon Force. A good point, actually. Yeah.
That wasn't quite a good run that time.
I've seen a knife online that I really wanted until I saw the price on it. That tracks.
Yep, I don't need it.
Also, I think it's just the arena design, but he does kind of remind me of Geese Howard as well. And before Samus learns from Geese Howard's mortal enemy and her Smash Brothers colleague, one Terry Bogart, and just throws Ravenbeak off of the castle. And yet it's Samus who benefits from Ravenbeak being predictable. Here's a cursed / terrifying idea. A Metroidvania end boss that's an SNK arcade game. Cats, knives, alley cat. Fighting knife with a Kraton grip. Steel blade. Variable to 440A. Sells for almost $300. I just can't justify that. I was expecting a lot more. I mean, it's still a lot for a knife, but I kind of want to see it, though. That is a good-looking knife. It reminds me a lot of Leon's original Resident Evil 4 knife, not the Kabar. Really? Huh. I guess I'm more used to, like, chef's knives, where 300 American is still a very good amount for a high-end, like, chef's knife, but it's, not crazy expensive. Nice. Prometheus! I need a mod for this game where it's the angry son from Mario Bros. 3 that she makes. That Ravenbeak makes. Look how he saw you in morph ball form and was just like, I'm gonna Ronaldinho Soxer you. C-Steel would be closer to justifiable, but unless they found a heat treatment for force use. Fucking magic, you couldn't justify paying literal hundreds of dollars for it. Instructions unclear. Now paying a voice actress 10,000. Hey, to read up all of Ravenbeak's lines. Oh! I actually thought you were through that.
Oh, because I jumped and I misread it.
Ah, I miscounted the man, Liz. But is Ravenbeak ready to go up against Ugandan Samus? Ravenbeak's just sitting there being all like cool and iconic, and Samus runs into the room and is just like, firing missiles everywhere.
Uploading data. It appears your Metroid DNA has caused you to become a Metroid. Ordinarily, this would have happened immediately after the DNA transplant.
Nice, good first phase. Five phases, right?
I haven't been counting.
But like, two phases where he's got the cape, then the flying phase, then the one wing phase, and then like the zero wing phase. Thank you for the respect, Wyvern Master.
It's phase 3.
Yeah. I like when Ravenbeak goes, "What is a Metroid?" Miserable little pile of ex-parasites. But enough talk. Have at thee. Nice. Yep.
Sit down.
Missed time. Shot the wing off. It's supposed to be
Sit
like.
down.
There we go. Oh.
You got this. You're gonna spit
Yeah,
like
I know, I got it.
Shoot charge beams.
That's what I've been doing. I appreciate it, but look what we're dealing with, man.
I know, I can't. You can't do it without me, and I know. I can't do it without you. Or whatever the line is.
Sometimes you gotta look at yourself and say, what am I willing to put up with today? Not fucking this.
Use the boost to get through. Be careful. I hear Andros gave his. I hear Ravenbeak gave his troops
Ligma? What's Ligma?
Samus, no! Lick my balls. Ah!
You're grounded.
In a very literal way.
Yeah, yeah. Use the boost to get through. Motherfucker going for a shine spark. Motherfucker really really banking on you to not survive this.
Yeah.
Thanks, Virgil. Things turn out really well for Virgil in that game, right? Like he wins. He doesn't accidentally awaken his rival's superpowers in that scene. Anyways. One of the coolest suit designs, too.
The Metroid suit? Yeah.
Yeah. Ravenbeak stopping one moment shy of being like, foolishness, Samus. Foolishness. Oh, man. Big be like, I'm not pwned, I'm not pwned. I think we actually used that as the stream image a few weeks ago.
Did we?
That might have been the stream I canceled last minute, actually, so I'm not sure. Yeah. It's a fantastic image, though, Kaz. It is not by my hand I was once again given flesh. I was brought here by Chozo, who came to pay me tribute. Tribute? You take men's souls and give them X-parasites. Yeah, I mean... Metroid suits are so fucking cool. I was gonna jokingly say the Mad Lads did it. They gave Samus a devil trigger, and then I remembered that they kind of did that in Metroid Prime 1 with the Omega Beam, or the Phazon Beam, sorry, during the Metroid Prime fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I like all of her suits in Dread, yeah. I mean, that's also true. On the one hand, I do miss, like, some of the install Final Smashes, but on the other hand, if they replaced every Final Smash with a move that takes $10 out of my bank account and gives it to ISIS, I'd still take it over than bringing back the Landmaster. Oh.
Retry.
Yeah. Close, though. I'll wake up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night just because in my dreams someone was just like, personally, I prefer the air. Or, we're gonna have fun with this thing. But I do think they're over-dependent on the, like, cutscene... The cutscene Final Smashes and Ultimate, for sure. A couple of those are really fun. But ironically, my favorites are ones that aren't. Specifically, Ken's Shinryuken. And, Ganondorf's, like, Ganon form. Yeah. There are a couple where I genuinely don't think there's a way around it. Like, it wouldn't make much sense for Sephiroth's to not be Meteor. On the other hand, there's lots of super moves that Pyra's didn't have to be. Pyra/Mithra's could have just been that move being used in engine. Like her taunts are. That'd be pretty sweet. Imagine if you could play as Mask the Smith. He's not a monster, it's only a mask. Alternatively, children are pure. They know who's the strongest. Yeah, GG boy. Yeah.
I always have to come at that at the most awkward angle. I'm sorry, but I appreciate the sentiment.
I mean, we are sitting laterally with each other, which is not traditionally how you high-five each other.
Yeah.
Cheese pizza?
Like your Uber Eats order has arrived, Samus. Your Del Taco. Thanks to the GGs.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'd like a mix of both of them because I think 4 and Brawl leaned way too hard into installs, and I think like 3 characters in a roster of 70 should have installs. Installs should be like really unique and special. For instance, I think Bowser's Ultimate Final Smash is galaxies better than Giga Bowser. Maybe not better performing, but like more interesting from a gameplay perspective. But I'm biased towards just like giant fuck you up hits. I think like the perfect Final Smashes are like the Marth ones. You can kill yourself with them. They're rewarding if you land them. They don't take up too much time. They don't grind the match to a standstill because someone else had to tune into like cool guy mode. I don't know. I like a mix of all of them. Oh man.
Remember
good ass game.
Yeah.
Metroid.
Remember Luigi's like negative zone?
Yeah.
I like
that's a whole other genre of Final Smashes, like AoE ones like that.
When I read the
Thank you, Wyvern Master.
description of what that was supposed to be like, always living in Mario's shadow, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool actually.
Yeah, it's like resentment.
But I think initially people just thought it was too weird.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. I don't know how.
I feel like that's probably at least a reason why they changed it.
Yeah, I do think the Gust is good.
Yeah,
because it's like a callback to another one of his games.
Yeah.
Oh, you know which install I do absolutely miss? Wario's. Super Wario is fucking lit.
Yeah.
Super Wario was cool.
Why didn't they do like Super Mario or something?
Like it's the Power Stars in the game. It's like the same thing.
Well, I guess, but like give him the yellow cape. And
I guess. Doesn't he have the yellow cape's his side B?
I guess. But
Luigi's Final Smash review when he pauses Smash Brothers match. Play the entirety of Luigi's Mansion for the Nintendo GameCube. I was gonna bring back Kaz's least favorite running joke, but now I'm not going to. I'm trying to think who else had like install supers. Giga Bowser, Landmaster, Super Wario. Yeah, I agree. Ironically, you know what's a good like basis for Final Smashes? The completely fucking insane moves you get, super moves you get in like Final Fight the Revenge. Yeah. And I agree. I think but I don't think just the 10-second ones have that problem. Because again, when the Final Smashes, the character turns into an undamageable giant tank that can kill you by just platforming you off of the stage. That also interrupts the game because like the game is now no longer a competition. One side can't lose. Give every character a roulette wheel from God Hand. That actually would be the coolest thing ever. If you had a couple Final Smashes you could choose from, and you had to kind of deploy them strategically.
Here's something seemingly out of nowhere. Remember the Jenny Nicholson video where she watched and ranked all the Land Before Time movies? Yeah. My brothers had gotten into a conversation about sequels briefly and realized that there were 15 Land Before Time movies.
Yeah.
So that reminded me of the Jenny Nicholson video where she
I remember
watched through all of them.
Watching that one and being like, man, the one she put at like 8th, I remember, or 5th or something was the one I remember liking the most. And then I got to 1 and I'm like, no, that's the one I remember. In Land Before Time 5, The Search for Big Water. Fucking love the results screen music.
Land Before Time 99, The Extinction.
Yeah. 10 hours, 7 minutes, and 49 seconds.
Seconds.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I miss Hammers being not shit. Remember that had like a second hammer that wasn't garbage? Because The hammer's been useless since, like, Melee.
And boss rush. Here we go. No, let's not do that today.
Yes.
Gonna
Jack Modernity, return to Smash 64. Yeah, but then give Smash 64 side Bs, because it's so weird going back to Smash 64 and not having side Bs.
Are there not side Bs?
Nope.
Oh. It's
been a long road. That
been a
Smash
while.
remix game. Maybe we should play that. So next week we're doing something unique. We're gonna play a bunch of like shorter games.
Is that what you think?
That's what I know.
Neat.
Because I'm the one who hosts this.
That's fair.
I'm
That's
kidding.
fair.
I think you'll enjoy at least some of them. I think you'll enjoy most of them. We are going
and
to
if
raid.
I don't, that means at least you'll be entertained.
This is true. I actually haven't played 2 of the 3 games I planned on us going through. But it is going to depend on how long the first one takes. This is one I really want to stream.
All right.
Actually, there's 2. We'll add a 3rd if we have time. We're rating G. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Appreciate yous.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. Take care of yourselves. We'll catch you.
Take care of that dick. See you next week. Your drums.
I love it.